Hey, so I just had a line of random thoughts. I was sitting here thinking about, um, I saw a post yesterday or last night rather about the Amazon and how it's been on fire for like 3 weeks now. And that was very disturbing to me because I read that the Amazon is like 20% of our oxygen. And if it continues to burn, it's very devastating what is going to continue to happen to the earth. If you're aware of what's happening to the earth at all, we need our oxygen. Okay, folks? So I was thinking about that and I was wondering, what it is that we need to do in order to fix it, or who's supposed to fix it, or what are we supposed to do? What can I do to, contribute to stopping this rainforest from being on fire? And I started thinking about oxygen, and then my mind just kind of trailed. Just go with me. There's a point here. So I started thinking about, I remember maybe like a while ago, a couple years ago, I used to always tell people when they come and tell me like somebody else's business or ask me a question that I felt like was irrelevant, I would tell them that they wasted my oxygen, because we all have to share this oxygen, right? But if you come to tell me about somebody else's business, that's some oxygen we could have saved, right? Because I may need to run or something, and I take an extra oxygen when I'm running. So, but what that made me think about when I saw that article last night was how we allow our lives or our environment to start burning and allow it to take our oxygen. Now, if you're not with me yet, let me explain. In life, we have these relationships and we have friendships and we have jobs and we have whatever those types of relationships are, right? And in my opinion, relationships are supposed to add to your life. And it doesn't mean that they have to add financially. It doesn't mean that they have to add, in like a vain kind of way. But they're supposed to add to your life in the sense that they should have something that whether they make you laugh or they listen, and it should be reciprocal, right? Like whatever, you're adding something, but then the other person should be adding something to you. But when you come upon a relationship that comes in and starts burning down pieces of your livelihood, it's about time to put that fire out and let them go. I've sometimes witnessed some relationships with people that are comfortable in relationships, or I'm sure you had that from me, be like, oh girl, why you still with such and such? Now, you shouldn't be in other people's business, right? But I believe that there are sometimes people are in the relationships, whether it be with themselves or with other people, and you can see it's physically taking their oxygen. Like, it is taking life from them, as opposed to them dealing with the relationship, stopping the relationship, or changing even the dynamics of the relationship. They allow themselves to continue this relationship, whether because they're comfortable or they're afraid or whatever the case is. And that's crazy to me. And I think maybe it could also be because maybe people don't like to be alone. But as I just continue to think about this rainforest and how if we don't do something about it, literally the world is going to be in a crisis. And that's how people's lives are. Like, guys, we have to honor our time. We have to honor our own talents. We have to honor who we are as individuals. We have to know our identity and honor that. And if people are in your circle that don't honor who you are as a person, then you need to get them out of your ozone. Because all they're doing is sucking life from you. And eventually, if you continue to let them do that, you are going to be in a crisis. So check the people that you have around you. Sometimes we like people around us just because they've been there a long time or because they make us laugh, but we know they're toxic. It's not worth it. Know who you are and only let the people that are worth being there continue to stay in your environment.